It is time. Aloha from the island of Maui here in Hawaii, as we are set and ready to go for 41 laps of racing once again around this 1.5-mile oval, which is essentially a carbon copy of the track that we were just at one event ago, the Homestead Miami Speedway, except this track a little bit less banking in the turns, and it also has a little bit older racing surface than Homestead currently does. This is the Maui International Raceway, and this is Viagra Cup 4. Well, man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we have had ourselves 3 banger finishes. The first 3 events of this young, hard reset Viagra Cup season. Last time out at Homestead, we had the number 88 machine of Desiree Boyle. She dominated the entire last half of the race in what was a wreck fest of an affair. She lost the lead on the green-white checkered to the number 40 machine of R.J. Bishop, who was the bridesmaid at Atlanta by 6/1000ths of a second. Desiree showed off her power on that number 88 machine on the last lap, down the backstretch and into turn 3, took the lead back on that 40 machine, and did not relinquish it, and she won by less than a car length. So back-to-back bridesmaid performances for R.J. Bishop. We can actually see Desiree here on your screen. She's going to be starting 8th there in the number 88 machine, so she has a great chance of going back-to-back because track position here, a lot more important than at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The same cannot be said for R.J. Bishop, the number 40 team. He's going to start in dead last, 42nd on the grid for him. As we continue on through these Viagra Cup races here at the beginning of the season, we're going to start mentioning the points a little bit more. And currently, as we stand, it is still the 29 machine of Cody Lamas that leads us, with 114 points to his name. The aforementioned R.J. Bishop is actually tied for second with the 99 machine of Levi McIntyre with 108 points and only 6 points back, and that's essentially 6th position because it's 1 point per position for the point system. Desiree, she's currently 4th in the points after scoring just about damn near the maximum amount of points that you can get in an entire Viagra Cup race. She won the race, she led the most laps, and she led a lap there, so she got pretty much all the bonus points you could accumulate. She is currently sitting 15 points behind Cody Lamas in 4th. And then a driver who we really haven't talked about a whole lot this season is currently 5th in the standings, the number 1 machine of Cole Daly. He's had a quiet season so far, been consistent enough to stay top 5, and he's 5th in the standings. Once again, at the conclusion of 25 Viagra Cup events, that is when we will set the grid for the 10 drivers who will compete in the championship eliminator. As we speak, as of now, currently sitting in 10th in the points will be Seth Cole, and the first driver out looking in is Daniel Voiles in the number 38 machine, only 2 points behind that 10th place cutoff. There is no win and get in, none of that BS. It's all about point system all the way up until that 25th event, and then the championship eliminator begins. Starting on the pole for this event, it is his 2nd pole in the first 4 races here to start off this season. It is going to be the number 25 machine, Kyle Matthews. Of course, he won the pole at Atlanta, finished in the 19th spot at that event. But once again, track position is very, very massive at this Maui International Raceway track. We'll see if he is able to cash in on his good fortunes of winning his 2nd pole this season. Once again, he also wins a bonus point as well for earning the pole. And right now, Kyle Matthews in the point standings, he currently sits 30th. The 2 is outside the number 0 machine, the net 0 Pontiac of Matt McIntyre. And if you guys tuned into the qualifying session, you witnessed Kyle Matthews hit a Hail Mary, a half-court buzzer beater to pass the 0 car with like less than 10 seconds to go in the qualifying session to dethrone him for the pole. So that was huge there, that 25 machine. Starting in 3rd, sporting the Mountain Dew colors for the first time this season, it is going to be the number 19 machine of James McLeod, who finished 3rd at Homestead a race ago, and he's starting right where he left off And then starting next to him, the number 4 machine in 4th, sporting the Pirates of the Caribbean paint scheme. It is Noah Hart, the runner-up at Daytona. He's had 2 really bad breaks the last 2 events. We'll see if he can break through and in his run of unfortune here on this Maui track. Well, we are set and ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the rest of the 42 car starting lineup for this Viagra Cup number 4. And we are back. The cars heading down the backstretch here. The only pace lap they will get. We begin a little bit of a West Coast swing, except we're way out west in the good old Pacific Ocean for this event here in Maui, Hawaii. Well, we saw an absolute junkyard of cars throughout Homestead. Hopefully we'll not see the same here in front of these loyal and these crazy fans here in Hawaii. Kyle Matthews once again trying to capitalize off the great track position here. His second pole of the season. Matt McIntyre tried to break through into the win column for the first time here today. And so are so many others as well. As the pace car is in. And here we go. The stands are packed. Kyle Matthews leads us to the green flag and VC4 is underway. Turn 2 down the backstretch for the first time. McLeod's going to move to second here. Matt Hubert's going to be side by side for third. McLeod's going to get a run here off the 25. Coming off the turn 4, it will be Matthews who leads the lap. Will earn another bonus point to his name. And you guys are going to see it all day long here, especially at the front. The front runner, you're going to see someone take a huge leap, a huge gap, or create a huge gap between them and the other cars here. It's going to happen in turn 2. You guys will see it here, probably within the next couple of laps. We'll see what I'm talking about. James McLeod comes off turn 4. He will lead. 3 wide for second, though, between Hubert, McIntyre, and Matthews. Contact between the 0 and the 25. They keep it together, though, thankfully. Whew, that was close. And there you can see McLeod. He has pulled away by about a couple of car lengths here from his front runners. Now Matt Hubert goes to second. Here comes Dylan Young, Dylan Poteet, the Dylan and Dylan show, working their way to the front. Jack Mitchell as well, the number 01 machine, currently sitting 6th in the standings. There he is. Could definitely use a big time run here today. And there's McLeod. He has pulled ahead by now. Looks like about 3 car lengths between him and the 74. There's 3 wide back here. Noah Hart, the sucker hole, Mitchell. Kyle Matthews is falling back here. That 25 car not looking great in race trim so far. Now Dylan Poteet's into the top 5 here, side by side for third between Matt McIntyre and Dylan Young. Now Noah Hart here side by side with Jack Mitchell, Tim Walsh and Matthews side by side. There's Danny Wells and then Nathan Hudson there, the 17 machine. Looks like Noah, he goes down in front of the 0-1. Look at the 74 car. He is caught up to the 19. It's a 2-car breakaway here at the front. Then Dylan Young's back in third. That 74 car is in the draft of the 19. Now he's going to go to the left rear quarter panel here, try to get him loose. Try to get a run here on the 19. Now they are basically neck and neck. Not neck and neck, but they're 74 right on the back bumper. And there he goes to the inside. He's going to have the preferred line here. He's gonna have the edge, gonna have the run. McLeod will barely lead the lap, but Matt Hubert probably gonna take the lead here in turn 1 and 2. McLeod trying to do everything he can here. The bottom groove is gonna be the preferred groove. Now look at this, Dylan Young's caught up to these two. With them battling just like that, the two cars caught up. That's probably gonna help Dylan Pote here, the 22, catch up to these guys, and as well as the 0-1 and the 0. Side by side with these two blue machines here, the Dodge and the Chevy. Young and Hubert. But now McLeod, he wants to lead back. He's gonna make it 3 wide for the lead in turn 2. Pote is caught up to these guys as well. What a battle for the lead. Ooh, Hubert getting really tight. He's up in the high groove there, no grip up there. Track very slippery the further you go up. McLeod, looks like McLeod barely led that lap. And he regains the lead there. That number 19 car looking really strong. And now Poteet's up here as well, the 22 machine. He desperately needs a good run here today because he is currently 41st in the standings. It's an awful start to this season. And now the rest of the leaders have all caught up. Jack Mitchell, Tim Walsh are there. It's a 6-car battle for the lead. Noah Hart there in 7th. Boy, it's shaping up to be really, really interesting here at the front. Now Jack Mitchell, he's gonna make it 3 wide, nearly makes contact there with the 22 off of turn 2. It's gonna be 3 wide going into turn 3. McLeod's way up in the high side of the track. He's gonna fall back because of it. What a battle here at the front. Poteet leads that time by Jack Mitchell 2nd. Oh, Dylan Young, look out. Him and Tim Walsh getting really close there. Here comes Noah Hart, that 4-car battling. Charles Sanford had his worst qualifying effort today, but now he wants to turn that into good race results in that number 30 machine. And now Jack Mitchell goes to the point. Now Tim Walsh, he's on the bottom. That looks like that bottom's forming up really nicely here. Tim Walsh followed by Noah Hart, Sanford, Sky Commons there. Trent Dunham into the picture. Ooh, Noah Hart and Tim Walsh making contact. Just about. And Jack Mitchell's loving this. He's setting sail away from these 3. Poteet now way up into the high side of the track. And Jack Mitchell, yeah, he's gone. He's pulling away here, but if they can sort it out here, they should be able to catch him. That 0-1 car, he's pieced out for now. Look at the lead he's got over the rest of these guys here. So they're 2x2. They should be able to hawk him down. We'll see what the gap is here at the line. It's 3/10 last lap, and now it is still about 3/10 of a second. Except he gained just a little bit more that time around. But now Noah Hart says, screw this hard racing. I'm going for that 0-1 car. Dylan Young still in the middle here. Looks like Tim Walsh, he's up in the high groove here. Trent Dunham's there, the 42 car now in the top 5. Sky Commons is 2. And Charles Sanford's made his way up to 3rd. Here at the back here really quick, there's Samet. There's RJ Bishop. He really has not gained much ground there in that 40 car. Currently around about the 35th, 36th mark. And now Noah Hart has caught up to the leader. Didn't take him too long here. Charles Sanford has as well. Scott Commons now goes to 3rd. And Jack Mitchell is the sitting duck because that 4 car has the draft. And he is within probably another lap or so of passing him. Oh, but here comes Charles Sanford now. He's got to run on the 4 car for 2nd. But Noah Hart remains there, trying to get that 0-1 car. Trying to pass him for the lead. Now Sky Commons joins this group here. It's a gap back to 5th here between the 5 and the 42. We are flying by. We're already on lap 17. Damn, they're almost halfway through this one, just like that. And no cautions yet, which is love to see it after the melee and the craziness we had at Homestead. Sky Commons now is here in this group. Trent Dunham trying to join him as well, along with Carlos Zimmerman, the 21 machine. Dylan Poteet's 3 wide here with Dylan Young and Charles Jackson making an appearance here. Sean Galligan as well, fringe top 10. And man, Kyle Matthews has dropped a ton here, the pole sitter. He's back in 22nd that last time around. I guess track position didn't really matter a whole that much, I guess. And now Jack Mitchell, he's trying to run away once again here. Side by side now for second. Sanford wants it. Hart has it. Sky Commons is there as well. Trent Dunham is there too, the 42. Carlos Zimmerman just a little bit further back. And Jack Mitchell is running away from these guys yet again. These guys second, third, fourth, they need to go single file and stay in the draft of the 0-1 car, because if they don't, look what happens. That 0-1 car is just set and sail. Now Sanford moves in the second. Sky Commons in the third. Trent Dunham there battling with Noah Hart for fourth. Zimmerman trying to catch up to this group as well. And then Dylan Poteet is leading the rest of the field there. I believe that's 7th place is where he's at. And how about this 0-1 car? Large and in charge so far through this one. We're about halfway already. Caution free so far. Love to see it. And now Sanford, he's in the slipstream. He's in the draft of the 0-1, trying to catch him down. He's got Sky Commons there, the number 5 machine. They're side by side here. Noah Hart, he is falling back here a ton. Might be losing grip in those tires. It might be falling off really quick for him. Now Trent Dunham takes over 4th, and now he's in jeopardy of losing 5th there to the 21 car. But now they have caught back up. Oh, Sky's gonna make it too. He's gonna go side by side with the 30 machine, and that's just not what you want to do. That's just gonna help the 0-1. Okay, Sky thinks better of it. Let's see what they do here. About half a car length, about 23 that time by of the 0-1. See what these two will do here. Will Sky make a move for second, or will the 30 car make the move to the inside for the lead? It's looking like that's what he's gonna do. Charles Sanford here to the inside. I don't know if he's gonna have enough of a run. He does not. Sky Commons goes up near the middle groove. And they stay put. This is gonna help Trent Dunham catch up to them as well, the 42 machine. Noah Hart's falling back to 6th. Running second there for a while, now he's back to 6th. Tim Walsh is 7th, Jackson is 8th, Poteet 9th, and Hubert is 10th. Your top 10. The top 7 or so are single file here, double or 2x2, almost 3 wide here for looks like 7th or 8th. And they still cannot get a good enough of a run here on the 0-1 machine to pass him. See what happens here going into turn 3 this time. Trent Dunham is there as well. He has caught up to these 3. He's probably going to be the faster of all these 4 cars here too. Now here comes Sanford to the inside. He's got the run this time off of turn 4. He's going to have the run going into turn 1. Oh, but Sky Commons, he's trying to look low. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. What a move by the 5 car. Now he's getting help from Trent. And that's going to bring up the 21, the 4, and the 15. So we got a 6 car battle here for the lead. 7 cars make it. I can't count. Sky Commons barely leads that time by over Charles Sanford. They called that one a dead heat. Wow. Unreal. But now Sanford's slipping back. Sky Commons goes to the lead. Well, Jack Mitchell had a great run up front. Now he is getting swallowed up by the rest of the lead bunch here. Now Sky Commons, he wants to run away with this one here. He's loving this side-by-side action here between Trent and Charles. That 42 car, he is really fast. Worked his way up to the front here. He thought he lost the draft a little bit ago, caught back up to the draft, and now here he is in 2nd place, battling for it. Now he wants to try to pass that That 5 car. Oh, the caution's out. Oh, Nathan Hudson has massive damage. Danny Wells too. Our first caution of the day has come out on lap 29. And it looks like it's only 2 cars that have major damage. Nathan Hudson's car is demolished. And Danny Wells is too. Wow. And James McLeod, he's got some hood damage there, man. He had a great start to this race, and he's fallen off a ton. And how about that? Our first caution, damn near 2/3 of the way through this race. And that is not what Sky Commons wanted to see whatsoever, that 5 car. He had a 0.3 of a second lead on Trent Dunham and Charles Sanford, and now it got closed up just like that. Yeah, there's a lot of damage in the 19 car. He must have been involved in this too. Well, I guess teammates might have gotten each other. That's wild. Okay. Well, there it is, folks. The caution's out for the first time. We're about to hit, we just hit lap 30. Let's check out the replay, see what happened. Nathan Hudson and Danny Wells and James McLeod. Alrighty, here's a look at the replay of what happened. And this happened about midway back in the pack here. As you can see, we're going 3 wide. We've seen 3 wide work throughout the course of this race, but it finally did not work here as they headed into turn 3. It looks like the 2 teammates got into each other a little bit, or no, maybe it was the 19 and the 17 got into it, and then Danny got into it as well. And wow, that 9 car just got leveled there in the wall. A lot of other cars driving by. Oh, Emmanuel Hart, they got a piece of it as well. They saved it though, him and Joven. Wow, but look at this 9 car. Took a wild ride into the outside wall. Let's rewind it here for you guys. The 17 car just came to a dead stop, which is crazy. Look at the 17 car. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that impact for Danny Wells and James McLeod. Ooh, Allie Rain. Oh, my goodness. That's how the 77 got involved. The 09 was just about to run over the 19 and somehow didn't. And then the 77 tried to check up and didn't in time. And he got turned around just a little bit there. Doesn't look like there's going to be much damage at all, but holy moly. I really hope that Danny Wells and Nathan Hudson are all right. Let's see if we can get a different. This is where we were before. Camera angles aren't the greatest here at this track. There you can see, wow. Yeah, 17 car just gets hung up into the wall, and then the 9 car on its left side tires. So very reminiscent of what we saw last week with our Homestead with what's his nuts? Eric Sadler. Jeez. Well, hopefully these 2 are okay. Let's get onboard replays here. We'll go on board with both Danny and Nathan Hudson. Alrighty, folks. Here's a look at the onboard perspective from the 17 machine of Nathan Hudson. Wow. Kind of got glued up into the wall there and stuck. And now on board here with the number 9 machine of Danny Wells. Buckle up, this is going to be a wild one. Jeez. Hard impact to the outside wall. His teammate hits him. Luckily stays on all 4s, but unfortunately his day comes to an end. Lights on the pace car are out. We'll be going back to the green here this time around on lap 33. Well, damn, what a difference between Homestead and here, right? Wreckfest and Homestead, and we've only had 1 caution here in Maui. You love to see it. Unfortunately, yes, Nathan Hudson and Danny Wells are out of the event. They're the only 2 out after those hard impacts they took there in turn 3. Man, oh man, that Sky Commons car, he did not want to see a caution come out because now, well, his lead is in jeopardy here. You'll see here just about a split second. They're about to go double wide. He has the lead over Trent Dunham, Charles Sanford, Carlos Zimmerman, Noah Hart, who's trying to rebound. Tim Waltz there, 6. Jack Mitchell led a lot of laps earlier. Don't know if he'll be able to clinch the most laps led, but he's going to be close. He's currently 7th. Dylan Poteet 8th. Charles Jackson 9th. And Sean Galligan rounds out the top 10. Here we go. This is... we saw some intense racing there towards the end of that run. We're definitely going to see the intensity ramp up even more here. The final stretch of this race. Green flag is back out. And once again, we see the inside line does not get off to a good restart. We saw that all at Homestead. Many drivers were spinning the tires, and now Trent Dunham clears for the lead, heading into turn 2 and down the backstretch. The inside line is definitely cursed. Thanks, Danhausen. But now Sky Commons, he's trying to fight back here, trying to get the edge there. He cannot off of turn 4. Trent's gonna lead. Sanford there side by side with Zimmerman for third. Oh, but Zimmerman's gonna fall back there, that 21 car. Now Sanford takes third. Battle is here for the lead between the 42 and the 5. Sky's trying to get there. He's peeking underneath, but Trent continues to lead here in 3 and 4. This is gonna help Sanford try to catch up, and now Noah Hart side by side for fourth here with the Zimmerman. Dunham still leads. We have now 7 laps to go in this race. Sky still keeping his patience here. He's got the run. He's right there on the back bumper of the 42 car. It's just a matter of when. Is he gonna make his move? Well, there he goes. Gets to the inside quarter panel of the 42. That's gonna help Sanford there in the 30 machine. They get in a 3-car battle here for the lead. Now Sanford wants a piece of it as well, and he's gonna get underneath the 5, 3 wide for the lead. Nearly contact there between the 5 and the 30. What a battle this is. Trent way up the track. Sky Commons in the middle. That's gonna help Noah Hart there, and the rest of the pack catch back up. Sky leads that time by 5 to go here in Maui. And now Sky pulls away by about 2 car lengths. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the race. That huge run in turn 1 and 2. That's what Sky just got. And now he really clears for the lead. And now Charles Sanford trying to hawk down that 5 car. Trent, man, oh man, his race, I don't know if he's gonna have enough time here. He's got to get down to below the track. This is not gonna help. This is gonna hurt. And oh man, here comes that 30 car. He's really, very fitting, he's reeling in the Nemo car. He's catching up to him. He's gonna get there eventually. Noah Hart's third, Zimmerman and Dunham momentarily side by side. Now Poteet's back up here in the mix. There's Cole Dally once again. Then 1 car's making a late race charge here towards the front. And now with 2.5 to go, Charles Sanford right on the back bumper of the number 5 machine. Noah Hart is also lurking there as well in third. Man, oh man, are we gonna go 4 for 4 on these epic finishes or what? It's looking like it. 2 to go here in Maui. Sky Commons has had a death grip on this race here, the last half of it. Can he continue it? Lap and a half here to try to hold off the 30 and the 4 car. Charles Sanford's got to do everything he can here now. Here they are in turn 4, coming to get the white flag, this time by 1 to go in Maui for Sky Commons. But Charles Sanford is there. Is he gonna make the move? Not quite yet. He stays patient. That's gonna help Noah Hart here. He's in the draft. Down the backstretch for the final time. Charles Sanford, is he gonna make the move at all? Not quite yet. Does he have enough? I don't know if he will. Oh, there he goes to the inside. Charles Sanford. Here we go. It's gonna be another drag race to the line. Sky Commons gets it done. 4 for 4, baby. On crazy finishes to start off this Viagra Cup. How about it? Sky Commons has had a not so good start to the season. He's 37th in points coming in. Of course, he won the Clash at Daytona to start off this season. Was flipping at Daytona. Was involved in a wreck at Atlanta. I don't believe he got caught up in anything at Homestead. And now he goes to victory lane, bringing Nemo and Dory with him. in that number 5 machine. How about that? And Charles Sanford, he might not have had the qualifying trim, but he turned the qualifying run into a great run today. Podium or second place finish for him. And Noah Hart, man, he's had a roller coaster season. He finishes in the 3rd spot. Congratulations to Sky Commons on getting the dub here. 3rd different race winner in the first 4 races, and he will join now the field of all-stars. Of course, the all-star event will be taking place after the conclusion of Viagra Cup 12, so about a third of the way to the all-star event. So congratulations to Sky Commons. How about that? A clean race after the last 2 being, well, they were both wreck fests. Let's keep it a buck. And this one, we only saw that one we only saw that one caution near the end of the race. Well, it looked like Trent Dunham might have had it there. Man, I guess him giving it his all there, he really fell off. He fell back to 7th as a result of that. Well, Sky Commons gets it done. Charles Sanford, he was so close. If he had one more lap, he probably would have been able to win this event. But unfortunately, we ran just 41 laps here and not 42. Noah Hart, once again, he finishes 3rd. Dylan Pote, great run. That 22 car, currently, once again, 41st in standings. That's going to catapult him up a ton in the standings here today. Charles Jackson with the top 5 finish. There is Cole Daly once again, 6th place. That's going to really help him in the standings. He might even jump up above Levi and RJ after this. And honestly, who knows? He might be close to Cody after this one. We'll see what the points are looking like after this race. But Cole Daly, quietly consistent through these first 4 events. He comes home 6th. Trent Dunham 7th. Eric Sadler, didn't mention his name all race long. He finishes 8th. Jack Mitchell, another good run for that 01 machine, in 9th. And then Dylan Young rounds out the top 10. Take a look at here at the rest of the results. Emmanuel Hart, that's going to be a bad points day for him, and Joe and Anderson as well. Those 2 are 7th and 8th in standings coming to this, and they did not have good runs at all. And same with James McLeod, of course. He was up at the front early on. He started 3rd, and he's going to finish in the 40th spot. RJ Bishop, he tried his best to that 23 or that 40 machine, but he comes from 42nd to 23rd. Once again, he had to navigate all through lap traffic all throughout this event. Then Cody Lamas, he finishes in the 19th spot for our pole sitter. Look there, the rest of the results. And that is going to wrap things up here from the island of Maui. That was a very exciting race there. A lot of action at the front. So, of course, we saw that one caution there. Hopefully, Danny and Nathan are okay after those hard impacts into the outside wall. And once again, congratulations to Sky Commons. Winner of the Clash at the beginning of the preseason Thunder at Daytona. Has gone on a miserable skid since then, but now he picks himself right back up and is a winner in the Viagra Cup in a points setting here today. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys for race number 5, VC number 5. We're going to go back to mainland United States, where we're still going to be on the West Coast. And ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to want to miss this next race, because we are heading to now a defunct facility, but a historic facility in its own right. We are heading to good old Auto Club Speedway, and this Auto Club Speedway track, it's going to be one you can't miss. It's going to be absolutely insane action there for Viagra Cup number 5. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Here are the point standings at the conclusion of Viagra Cup 4 here today. Congratulations to Sky Commons. We'll see you guys in Auto Club. Peace out. Sky, 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 sky. Woo!